Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos. Back with you once again. We're going to talk Malaysian horror cinema today. And while we do so, we're going to take you on a very special walk to find a secret bridge. Before we do that, I'm going to take a sip from my trusty Jack Ryan water bottle, which I got at Comic-Con a few years back. Very, very good thermos, by the way. I know that's neither here nor there, but just wanted to mention that. Double walled, so the water stays cool, and as you can see, it's a little worse for wear. Good show, by the way. Has anyone seen that? I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful day for a walk, but I found a secret bridge that crosses the river, and I wanted to take you, my friend, on that very special walk today, and I figured what a better time than now to discuss HEMISPHERE Horrors. This beautiful box set from the wonderful people at Severin Films, featuring 5 movies, featuring Curse of the Vampires, The Blood Drinkers, The Black Cat, The Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism, and Brain of Blood, my personal favorite. We're going to discuss these really unique and bizarre Malaysian, I believe, or Filipino horror films today. Have you guys noticed these before? They appear on certain bushes. These are spider web traps. If you were a fly, this would not be the right place for you. Behold, the hidden bridge. Hello, birdies. Ooh. This little beauty is something I sort of stumbled on during one of my many walks, and I figured, well, I'll take my friend with me next time, and we'll pick out something really unique and bizarre to enjoy together, and that's why I chose the HEMISPHERE Horror box set. And here, we're about to cross over the LA River. It's a little bit more water in there than normal. Normally pretty dry. There you go. Feast your eyes, my friend. Not much to see, I know. I just like the fact that I get to actually be on this right now. Just my feet are on the bridge. Hooray. And then continues down this little wooded path into another quiet and seemingly normal neighborhood, but you never know. You never know what's lurking behind closed doors. And who knows better than horror fans, right? Or movie fans in general, to be honest. We've seen enough movies. We know better. Nobody, not even the nicest person in the world, can be blindly trusted. Couple of unique things to point out right now. Look at this tree. Big honking tree right here. It's a doozy, all right. And the fence has grown into the bark. Isn't that interesting? I have never seen anything like that. And my friend down here, the exact same thing. The entire supporting pole has been absorbed by the tree. Damn. Nature's freaky. Okay, so let's dig in. I do apologize. I do think in the beginning I mentioned Malaysia, but this is Philippines base. That is my mistake. Here is the back. A little bit about the what the Blood Island trilogy is and what the Philippine U.S. productions were when it came to HEMISPHERE Pictures turnout of the 60s and 70s. These films are newly scanned. Doesn't actually say if they're 2K or 4K. I doubt they'd be 4K. This is 111 out of 3,500, so pretty low number actually. I'm pretty happy to have that. Beautiful, glorious colors on the back here, and of course on the front, just a gorgeous box set. I will say the box itself is pretty flimsy. It's not a really hard case. It's very papery, paper thin, but that's okay. That's fine. As you can see, I'm already getting a little tear down here, and this has just been sitting on my shelf until, well, today. So let's dig into the movies. We got 5 movies to discuss, and we'll do so as we admire this lovely river flowing behind us. First up, let's talk Curse of the Vampires. Creatures of evil, draining the blood of the innocent. Hemisphere Pictures, International, of course, and it's in color. We've got the features back here. I'm going to bring that in close for you. Serious Gothic Vampire Territory. Interview with actor Eddie Garcia. Commentary. Gerardo de Leon's 1966 vampire classic, newly scanned for Blu-ray. Again, it doesn't... Oh, there you go at the bottom. 2K. The only surviving elements. I mean, this movie really defines the drive-in kind of experience. This is apparently a sequel, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, it's a sequel to Blood Drinkers, but it's the first one listed on the box, so that's why I'm starting in this order. It's a pseudo-sequel to the Blood Drinkers. You know, if you can imagine a Dracula story told with sort of a Filipino mindset, I think that's the best way to, well, the only way to describe this movie. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's got some, you know, kind of really bizarre kind of gothic elements. It looks great. It's not necessarily the best plot in the world, but a very atmospheric film, and really quite a fun watch. I really enjoyed this one. You know, it tries to be classy, but still salacious. So, for me, it's a slam dunk. Since I mentioned Blood Drinkers, let's pop it out. Blood Drinkers. The Blood Drinkers are always thirsty, I'm guessing, because blood is not a thirst quencher. Let me come in close here so you guys can read that. It is the 1964 vampire masterpiece. Here are the special features, commentary, a partial commentary by the marketing consultant, and deleted scenes. 10,000 bullets below. I think he encapsulates the movie perfectly. Beautifully gothic and undeniably eerie. An immersive, creative piece of cinema that should appeal to fans of Mario, Bava, and Coffin Joe. This movie is really bizarre, but it's also very, very atmospheric and really beautiful to look at. I don't know if you guys can check that out on the back. 87 minutes, not a terribly long film, but a really enjoyable movie. You got, you know, all the cheap kind of trimmings of like a haunted house, next door neighbor's haunted house, but maybe a little bit more sexiness thrown in. Really fun film, and if you can get past the fact that it's, you know, Filipino people trying to do a Hammer horror movie, it's really quite a treat. Our next film here, as we find some shade, is the only one that is, I would consider, an outlier in this box set. Brain of Blood. This is an Al Adamson movie. You know him from that massive box set that was just released. It's fantastic, shocking, and frightening. It's also the only movie in the box set that was not filmed in the Philippines. You know what, I'll pause right here so you guys can take a look at all that good stuff behind the scenes. Special features, interview with Al Adamson, and partial commentary by Sam Sherman. This film was directed, like I mentioned, by Al Adamson. It's a pretty gruesome little Mad Doctor movie, you know, in a cheapy way, of course. And the only one that was filmed outside of the Philippines, and it's available here, 2K CRI scan. It has to be seen to be believed, says eSplatter, and I agree. Could be a pretty nasty little movie. I mean, we're all probably used to that, but quite a good deal of fun. Another 87-minute movie. Oh, it's one of Adamson's grisliest films. It's probably one of his best, too. I'm not a giant Adamson fan. I do appreciate him as a filmmaker, but the bulk of his movies are not very good, unfortunately. But this one, for what it is, it's a good deal of fun. Rain of Blood. Just a quick reminder, trespassing and loitering are forbidden by law. So, I think I've loitered here long enough and I must bid adieu to this amazing location. I do love this secret little bridge. You can see how isolated it is. Oh, some people are coming now. It's a very isolated location. It's a very nice little place to come and think. Okay, little bridge. I'll see you next time. There's like a little bird hangout here. Look at this. I love this area. They love this bridge as much as I do. Hey guys. Where'd they go? They're hiding in there. My friend, allow me to introduce you to a fat cactus bowl. Check this one out. It's even got like a little crown on it, like me. Aw. That's the Master Chaos cactus ball. I love you, little guy. Last but not least on this set, a twofer. The Black Cat and the torture chamber of Dr. Sadism. The Black Cat is apparently the most terrifying story ever filmed. Of course, that is up to your interpretation. I'm going to pause right here so you guys can take a look at that a little better. Very light on the features. Blood Demon trailer, that is, I think, a retitle of the torture chamber film. And then, of course, Black Cat is Black Cat. This reviewer up here calls the Black Cat delirious and startlingly graphic. These are two of HEMISPHERE's most notorious second features, which means that they would normally play these films in double bills, because that goes to show you how good they are. The Black Cat is black and white, fairly atmospheric film, very short, 73 minutes. Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism features, let me get in close here, Mr. Christopher Lee, 84 minutes. They keep their movies tight. And for the most part, they're fine movies, you know, they're lurid cheapies from the 70s. There's not much to say about them. If you kind of like those movies, if you kind of like that feel, that era of filmmaking, then you're going to dig these movies. I mean, they're a slam dunk if you're into 70s, sleaze, grindhouse, horror, you know, ultra fake blood movies. These are right up your alley if that floats your boat. Solid releases though, because I mean, it looks, the black and white and the Black Cat looks just phenomenal. I do recommend it. It doesn't sound like I do, but I do. But only for a specific audience. Obviously, this is very much a niche product. While I have you here, just a friendly reminder about my 300 subscriber contest. If I reach 300 subscribers by August 1st of 2020, then I will pick one of those subscribers out at random. I will contact them and I will donate $20 to the charity of their choosing. Now I do this because there's a lot of subscriber contests out there, and yes, I could mail you a DVD or a Blu-ray, but I feel the world needs a little bit of good, a little bit of kindness thrown its way. So if we can get to 300 subscribers, I will donate to the charity of the choosing of one of my subscribers. And of course, like I said previously, the charity cannot be anything hate related or intolerant. We want to put good in the world. We want to put happiness in the world, right? That's the plan anyway, and hopefully you can help me. If you're new here, I would appreciate a subscription. Physical media exercise is a daily show, so I will be seeing you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the show. I certainly had a great time exploring that bridge with you, my friend. I hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and well. I send you my best wishes for a great tomorrow. We'll touch base then. For now, drop me a like if you enjoyed this particular adventure, and a comment if you have the Hemisphere box set, or if I swayed you into purchasing said box. Anyway, my friend, for now, I'll sign off, and I'll see you tomorrow. Be well.